Okay, hello, my dears. Well, this is for you to write down your scores, okay, to see how many points did you get in each of these questions that this quiz was posing, okay? So, the idea is to test um, what are your attitudes and aptitudes for learning your foreign language, okay? In this case, English. Well, all right, let's see if number one, you had to learn Samoan words, yes? Samoa is in the South Pacific, or Samoa is in the South Pacific. This is a real language, yes? You had to learn these four words. According to what you wrote, did you find this task? If you chose uh, A, easy and fascinating, you get 10 points. You score 10 points. If you thought it was very difficult, you score 4 points. If you thought it was not easy, the words look the same, you score 8 points. And if you thought it was boring, that you didn't even try, you score no points. So 0 points. Okay? Because the explanation to this is that good language learners find words quite easy. Yes, quite easy. Not very easy and not easy at all. Quite easy. And they aren't put off by the way they look. The phrasal verb put off here means to make someone not want or not like something, right? Not want to do this or not want or not like this. Yes, also we know that put off means postpone. In this context means to make someone not like something, okay? So students are not put off by the way words look, okay? Good. So let's go to the other one, to the next one. Let's see, number 2. How many points did you score? Exhausted after swimming the river, Fred decided to get some sleep, but the bullies made it impossible, and even the smoke from his campfire didn't keep them away. So the question was, what is a bully? If you wrote A, yes, you got 2 points. If you got B, 5 points. If you got C, 10 points. If you got D, 0 point. Good language learners are able to make imaginative guesses about the meaning of words. Yes, imaginative guesses, but how did you get what the bullies meant? Bully is not an actual word, really, in English. So it's an invented word. But according to the context, if you were able to detect which or what the meaning of that, well, you are a good language learner. Good. Let's go to number 3. Someone asks you the way in a very bad English. When she or he doesn't understand, you reply, well, yours is not correctly written there. Do you, okay. A and B, 0 point. If you say it again but louder, or if you get irritated and give up, 0 point. If you got number 3, C, sorry, is 10 points, and D, 8 points. What does it mean here? Good language learners make the most of their skills and manage to communicate in all sorts of unlikely situations. Unlikely in this context means like not very usual and not very comfortable situations, yeah, difficult situations. Good language learners always find resources to try to make themselves understood and try to understand other people. All right, good. Let's see, number 4. Here's a new language. Yeah, you have a sort of the new language, and then you had to say it's not a train. How would you say it's not a train? Okay, you had to draw some structures, some grammatical structures. A and B, 2 points. C, 10 points. And D, 0 point. Yes, good language learners are quick at seeing patterns, see, patrones, grammatical patterns in a foreign language. In this case, negative sentences begin with neck, yes, and the last word is always choo-choo. So, well, if you infer that, you're a good language learner. Good, let's see number 5. How many foreign languages can you greet someone in? Greet is just say hello, okay? And how many languages can you say hello to a person, okay? So for each language, please score 2 points, okay? Maximum 10 points. So maximum 5 languages. If you can greet a person in more than 5 languages, just write 10 points, okay? Good, very good. I hope, and then you have to show me. Okay, number 6. Your boss tells you that you have been chosen to go on a 6-month course to learn a completely new language. How do you react? How do you react? If you look for another job, sorry to tell you, buddy, that, well, 6 points. You look for another job, 6 points. Well, it's strange. Okay. B, you say they've chosen the wrong person. Yes. Is C. Is 0, sorry. Oh my God. And 3 points for C. No, I'm sorry. I'm making mess here. It was a strange 6. It was 6, not the score, but 6 was the number of the question. I'm sorry. If you said I would look for another job, you get 0 points. Oh, that makes lots of more sense. If you say they've chosen the wrong person, you get 3 points. Strange enough. But if you worry a bit, but reckon, in this case, reckon is like consider, think that you will cope, that you will survive, that you can deal with it, you get 7 points. And if you long to get started, it means you're very anxious to get started, you're looking forward to starting, you get 10 points. All right. And the explanation is that being scared stiff, it means really scared, is obviously a bad sign and is not good for a language. Yeah, you have to take chances, okay, and take risks. Good. Let's see. Number 7. Let's see. You go in an evening class to learn a language. The class lasts 2 hours a week. List the sort of practice you might do on your own at home. Okay, so here you have that you can score 1 point for each activity that you, no, 2 points, sorry, for different activities that you listed, okay? For example, listening to music, to CDs while driving, or a radio program in English, watching foreign films on TV, whatever. So that is a maximum of 10 points again. If you listed more than 5, write 10 points. 2 points for each. How good are you at expressing yourself in your own language? In Spanish, yes, both, and in speaking and writing. All right, let's see. How good are you? If you wrote A, 4 points, B, 0 points, C, 10 points, and D, 7 points. Okay? And the explanation for this is that good language learners, let me see. Well, I don't get the explanation, but the is that they try to look, good language learners try to look for all possible resources at hand to have a better understanding and more acquisition of the language. Okay, good, very good. Let's see. When did you last read a book for pleasure? Okay. No, that was not the explanation I was looking for of AIDS. I will talk about it later. Okay, number 9. When did you last read a book for pleasure in any language? Let's see. When did you last read a book? 8. We talking about 9. Oh my God. If you wrote A is 10 points. If you write B, 0 points. C, 5 points. D, 2 points. Good language learners seem to read a lot. It's a good way of increasing your vocabulary. And this is my I think that I'm adding this because I heard to Dr. Stephen Krashen, who is one of the most prestigious linguistics, who is still alive, at least. And he said the other day that one of the best ways to learn a language and to know more about everything is to read fiction books. Stories, novels, fiction books are the best way to practice. And he has lots of papers and research on that matter. So if you read a lot, you are certainly a good language learner, no doubt. Okay, let's see. Number 10. Have you got a bilingual dictionary, a monolingual dictionary, both a bilingual and monolingual dictionary, and no dictionary at all? Well, nowadays, paper dictionaries are not, are not really common. They're quite rare. But I mean, when you have a doubt, if you go to which kind of dictionary, online, of course. I mean, so if you wrote, let's see, A, 5 points, B, 8 points, C, 10 points, D, 0 points. Okay, it says that good language learners have reference books and consult them regularly. Yes, reference books like encyclopedias. We can talk about Wikipedia or any kind of dictionary that you may have, that you may consult online. Okay, good. Let's see, 11. 11 is to read through the list of words and then write down as many as you can without looking. Okay. All right. That activity number 11, less than 5, score 0 points. If you wrote from 6 to 8 words, score 5 points. More than 8, score 10 points. Okay. All right. This test measures your short-term memory. Most people can remember between 5 and 6 out of a list. Yes, your short-term memory, your memory at short term. Like, okay, you read a number. Like this happens usually when you write down a number, or you have to memorize a number, telephone number, and the person says, oh, my number is 45743, and okay, that's short memory that allows you to write it down immediately. Of course, then after 1 hour and after 10 minutes, you won't be able to remember. That is called like long-term memory. Okay, but we'll see it later. We'll see later. Okay, let's see in number 12. In 1 minute, you had to write a list of things that you could do with a cabbage. Of course, not the usual things, apart from cooking and eating it. So you have to score 1 point for each idea, maximum 10 points, okay? The explanation for this activity is that people who are very rigid in the way they see things tend not to be very good at it, or are very at imagining things out of the structure. And language learners need to be able to see things not in a rigid way. Yes, this is probably because they don't like being in situations they cannot control. People that have a very rigid way of thinking is because they don't want to be in situations where they are not comfortable, right? In their comfort zone. Good language learners want or